Hello, Professor. Hello, everyone. We are Group 4, and today our group topic is epistemology.
Number two is the definition of epistemology. Central to epistemology is analyzing the structure for justified true belief, traditionally seen as the three components of knowledge, and exploring challenges to this definition, such as keep seeing or alternative theories of knowledge. It also examines concepts like truth, evidence, perception, memory, and relationality. Epistemology is a branch of philosophy that studies the nature, sources, limits, and validity of knowledge.
My name is Zhang Ruiqi, and I will introduce the development of knowledge. As early as the Renaissance, people began to focus on themselves, no longer completely depend on religion, and began to think about human values and abilities. Then came the age of enlightenment, when people began to avoid rationality, thinking with their own minds rather than blindly following authority. Then came the scientific revolution, when knowledge became more logical and evidence-based. People began to test the truth by experiment and observation. Finally, there was the Industrial Revolution, where knowledge was no longer just theoretical but applied to reality, such as machines, factories, technological advances, and so on. So we can see that knowledge is step by step from thinking about problems to solving problems, closer and closer to our lives.
Realism is a reliable way to understand the truth, mainly derived from rationality and innate concept. Take the power set that I think, therefore I'm for that intending everything to establish a rational foundation and an attribute rational foundation. Given the power set, a single theory, the relation that contains internet true. Here is one of the thousands of modern large he put forward the basic concept of simply large and is one of the three major ready-made purpose force. The empiricist man is original like a weapon. Knowledge made comes from sensory inhibitions. Lot opposites the innate concept and believe that knowledge comes from experience. Here is one of the foundation of modern linguistics who has the impact of philosophy and political philosophy. Basically, realistic empiricism existence is perceived. Think that everything that exists is perceived opposite object existence. Think that the material world is composed of subsection.
Other sources of knowledge. First, skepticism. This means asking questions and not accepting things without thinking. Second, revelation. Some people believe knowledge comes from a higher power like God. Religious texts such as the Bible or Quran are examples of this. Third, intuition. This is when we just know something without thinking hard. It's like a gut feeling. Artists and people make quick decisions of use intuition. Local genius. This is knowledge from local communities. For example, farmers know when to plant by watching the weather. This knowledge comes from experience, not books. Wisdom is a deep understanding, gained over time. It's not just about facts, but knowing how to use them well. Elders often share wisdom from their life experience.
In the sixth part, I will talk about the theory of truth. Number 1, correspondency. Its definition is the correspondency theory holds that the meaning of language lies in its relationship with the real world. That is, a statement is considered meaningful if it is consistent with the facts. Number 2, coherency. Its definition is coherency theory focuses on the internal logic and coherency of a text. It's believed that meaning comes from the consistency and interrelationship between the parts of a text. Number 3, pragmatic theory. Its definition is pragmatic theory focuses on the role of language use in each communication, especially the importance of the speaker's intention and the specific situation.
This slide is about the three main sources of knowledge: philosophy, traditions, and science. Philosophy helps us think clearly and ask deep questions, like what is truth, or how do we know something? Traditions come from culture and religion. They give us wisdom from experience, passed down over generations. Science uses observation, experiment, and data to understand the world around us. Each of these gives us a different kind of knowledge, but when we combine them, we get a more complete and balanced way of understanding the world. This is what we call integrated knowledge. Thank you.
In the A part, I will talk about the contemporary inspiration. In contemporary society facing challenges to knowledge such as AI, information authenticity, we can maintain critical thinking through the following methods. Number 1, thinking about AI information. Understand AI purposes, learning the basic purposes and operating mechanisms of AI, and understand the way and limitation of its content generation. For example, knowing the language model are trained based on a large amount of data, there may be fatal errors of lack of deep understanding, and don't blindly believe in the results given. Number 2, thinking about the truth information. Number 2, thinking about the truth of information. Cultivate critical thinking when encountering information. Don't easily accept the surface contents, but question its authenticity, reliability, and logic. Analyze the source of information, even those suppose whether there is bias.
Theoretical significance. To lay the foundation for other fields of philosophy and influence metaphysics, ethics, and other fields on the source of knowledge and moral knowledge. Practical significance. To guide daily life and significance research, help people distinguish between true and false information and assess significance in issue the reliability and effectiveness of significance research knowledge. Cultural significance. To reflect the understanding of knowledge in different cultures and periods, promote cultural exchanges, and broaden cognitive horizons.